Good morning, guys. I am heading to work. Let me get my mirrors adjusted here and look at the fog. That one always gets jacked up because that's where I hang my helmet, and it bends it down and messes it up a little bit. But it is foggy, damp. It rained last night like normal here in Virginia. Springtime, you're going to get rain showers almost every day. But it's chilly. It's going to be beautiful later today. But right now it's just a little chilly. I got my ski gloves on, but I do only have my thinner riding jacket on. I do have my quilted Columbia jacket underneath this. I took the outer shell off just so I can wear the cycling jacket coming home. It's a lot thinner just to block the wind. It will be beautiful. As you can see now, it's not so much, a little on the foggy side. So hopefully it breaks up by the time, once I get out of this valley. Got my little riding lights on, or driving lights, just so people see me a little better. But that sun's nice. That should melt it away pretty quick. We will see what happens there. Let me get a little air in here. But hope everybody slept good. I got somebody right behind me. You gotta love it. I mean, it's 25 through here, and if you're not doing 30, they're upset. It's a neighborhood. Come on. So I do to 25 anyway and tell them, too bad. I don't care. So, you scoot on down this way. I just gotta watch way ahead of me. Make sure nobody is stopped for any reason. But what else? The bike's been doing good. I really need to do an oil change, and I want to say in my last video I was talking about changing the air filter this weekend, so I got to do that. The air filter for the belt, I want to keep that nice and cool and air flowing to it. So I'll probably run out and pick that up. That sun is hitting the mirror just right, blinding me. And get those two things done. Like I said, you could buy the whole set. You could buy the air or the oil filter and the gallon or whatever it is of Rotex oil or whatever the heck oil they recommend for $46. Alright, let's get going. I edited some of that out, hopefully, because I was along sitting at the light. But with the separate audio, it's a piece of cake. I could keep talking actually through it, no big deal. It is very cost effective for you to do it. It's not hard from what I've seen. The only problem I've had when I took the nose off of this thing, when I opened it up to do the air intake, is I guess I bumped speed bumps or whatever with the very front underneath by the radiator, and it messes up the bolts, and it was hard to get the torque in there, the torque bit, to get the screws out. It kind of jacked up those bolts a little bit, the head of it, the opening. So that was the only problem where I could see it being an issue. You got to go over speed bumps square on. If you go to straddle them at all, they will drag. Most of them will in the middle. So just got to be careful. And if you hang your heels down a little bit off the foot pegs, you will hit the speed bumps with your heels. Just fair warning. I've had people ask me questions on the difference between a 600 and a 900. I can only tell you by other people's comments on the difference. I've never driven a 600, haven't had the opportunity. From what I hear, they're just as torquey. They sound different, because it's a 2-cylinder instead of a 3-cylinder. They like the sound of it. The RPM, I don't remember them saying was much different. Nor did I hear that you would really have a problem doing the same thing on the 600. I'm thinking if you ride 2 people, or if you travel the highway a lot more than normal, I would say the 900 would probably be a whole lot easier. Less effort to keep it up to speed. If you're doing just more commuting at 45, maybe 50 miles an hour, I'm thinking the 600 would be no problem and save yourself some money. But yeah, definitely I'm not the one to ask and get a professional opinion on. Like I said, I have not had the opportunity to ride one. What other questions have I had that I answered? Oh, they were asking, I commented a few times that I'd sell this. What would I get? What would I replace it with? I'm looking at like the Spider F3, I think it is. It's real sporty. You see a lot of the frame of it. It doesn't have all the fiberglass. It doesn't look like the big gold wing of Rykers, of this three-wheelers. I don't want one like that, with all the fiberglass all around it and the fairings up front and the radio and sit back. I'm not into that. I like the sportiness. I think it was the F3. And correct me if I'm wrong. Please comment below if that's not the model that I'm thinking of. But you could actually see the tubular frame on it and nice sporty fiberglass and mirrors and all that. Real cool looking, real nice. I looked at a Slingshot actually, but I just can't justify spending $25,000. I would rather buy a sports car, two-seater sports car, than a Slingshot. If I was to spend that much money, buy a used one or something. So, just my opinion. That's just my take on it. So that's why I got this. I mean, it's right in the middle. It's not crazy expensive. I mean, it's probably the beginning model or just above the entry-level Harley Davidson. And I'm not comparing it to a Harley Davidson. I'm just saying, giving you an example of a bike, because I'm not familiar with a cafe bike like Suzuki's or Kawasaki's. That's the only thing I'm familiar with price-wise. I think you could get some at like 79 and then 89, somewhere in that area. Some of the Roadster styles are like around 10,000, and then they climb up from there as you get into the more luxury and crazier bikes. Hold on. Alright, nothing happened, so I'm going buzz down. I got this guy, look in my mirror, right there. Right on my butt, 70 miles an hour. Let him go by and see if he wants to play. I'm in the mood. Alright, let's go have fun. Alright, come on. You want to get on my butt? Let's see, we're only at 78. Let's go. Let's get up to 100. If that thing can make it. Yep, I gotta back off because he ain't doing nothing. He's just somebody that's impatient. He didn't want to play. Every once in a while I don't mind. Do you want to play? I'll play. I like having a good time too. Yeah, so I mean, that's why I got this. It's right in the middle. Plus it's fun. The maintenance on it's easy. If you want to do it yourself for most part. There's a couple custom tools you do have to get, like the socket for the wheels and all that. I probably will order my wheels, the rubber tires, whatever you want to call it, online, and then just bring them to the shop and let them mount them on. The rims, we'll see if they charge me different or still charge me the same price. If they do, then I'll let them take them off and do all that. Heck with it. But I'll still need that nut to change the brakes, because you got to take the wheels off to take the brake calipers off. So I will have to do that anyway. I think you can get that for $40 on Amazon also. I forget what millimeter it is, 60 something or 50 something. I got to look at my notes again. Excuse me. The pollen in the air is getting my allergies. But yeah, so that's why I like this guy. But would I get rid of it? Yeah, I'll get rid of it. No big deal. I'd miss it. It's fun. I've got a 10-year game plan, and that would just help me speed it up a little bit. Like everybody's life, it changes a little bit, and that would help me out a little bit if I got rid of it. Alright, hold on, let me edit this out. Alright, I'm back. Coming up on my exit here. Nothing happened back there, so I didn't talk at all. I'll just come back in on the edit right up here. But, yeah, that sun is bright. Now, I really like this helmet with the visor built right in, the sun shield visor. So you just flip that down, instead of throwing on sunglasses, take them off when you come into the mountains where it's darker. Or you start out when it's dark and then the sun comes up, and then you got to put them on. And so, yeah, I like that. Very helpful. It's not perfect. you know, as in perfect darkness for me, but it helps a whole lot, and it's very, very convenient. The convenience outweighs the slight difference. You know, like I wish it was a little darker on some mornings. Like this morning, it's really bright, so I wish it was darker, but that's all right. No big deal. The convenience outweighs it. I want to get on this river over here. All we're going to need is a good storm through here, and that'll be it. I mean, then you got to wait. It'll be way up, but it's looking good right now. A lot of rocks sticking up, a lot of smallmouth in there. Beautiful smallmouth. A lot of flathead, muskie, big trophy muskie are in there. You know, 50-inch, 52, 55-inch muskies get caught out of there all the time. So it's really, really good river for diverse fishing. Catch a little bit of everything. So yeah, I love the greenery. Heck yeah. But yeah, make a comment below in any of the subjects I might have hit on. If I'm wrong, please correct me, help me out. If you have any more questions, let me know, and if I can answer them, I will. And I'm not going to lie and pretend I know everything. I can just go by what other people have commented and what I've read and translate that over or recommend it just by their experience. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for joining me, and I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.